So children, how can we keep ourselves fit and healthy? Yes, by eating healthy food, dancing, running, exercising, playing. You can see some words on your screen. That is eating, dancing, running, exercising, playing. What are these? These are action words. Action words are known as verbs. Let us understand with the help of examples. Rohit plays in the park daily. Who is doer here? Rohit. And what action does he perform here? Plays. So plays is action word, and as you know, action words are verbs. So children, if I remove this word plays from this sentence, does it make any meaning? No, the sentence would be meaningless. It means the verb is the most important part of the sentence. Without it, we cannot frame any sentence. See the next example. Boys are flying kites. What are boys doing? The boys are doing now. So boys are doer. And what are they doing? They are flying kites. Flying is a action words. So flying is verb also. So if I remove this word flying, does it make any sense? Absolutely not. So we can say there can be no sentences without verb and its subject. Understood? Now verbs. Verbs are basically divided into main verb and helping verbs. Main verbs means all the action words are main verb like run, walk, talk, dance, etc. Now helping verbs. Helping verbs are there in the sentence only to help the main verbs, and helping verbs are also known as auxiliaries. And helping verbs help the main verb in expressing the time of action. And helping verbs cannot stand alone in a sentence, whereas main verb can stand alone in a sentence. So children, let us understand the difference between the main verb and helping verb with the help of examples. So first one, the boy reads book. So reads is only one word here, and that is main verb. Okay. Now see the next sentence. The birds are flying in the sky. You can see two words on your screen are flying. Flying is action word, so that is main verb, and are is helping verb over here. Okay. Now see the next sentence. He stood erect means only one word is here. This is main verb. The rain has stopped just now. Stopped is main verb and has is helping verb. Has expressing the time over here and has is expressing present time over here. He will be celebrating his birthday tomorrow. So will be is helping verb. It expresses the future time over here. Okay children, and celebrating is main verb. We attend a meeting this evening. So attend only one word is here, an action word. So this is main verb. Now children, let us recapitulate what we studied today. We studied that verbs are action words and it is basically divided into two, that main verb and helping verb. And helping verbs are also known as auxiliaries and it cannot stand alone. It is there in the sentence only to help the main verb in expressing the time, whereas main verb can stand alone and all the action words are main verb. Now this is time for practice. So one exercise here. Read the sentences carefully and identify the helping verb and main verb in the following. Children, you have to send your answers. You can text your answers also. You can send voice messages, or if you want, you can write all the answers on a paper, click a pic of that and send it to me.
We are going to study about function of verbs. Verbs are basically of these three kinds, each performing a separate function. Being verb. Being verb means what the subject or doer is, or you can say it tells us the identity of a person or quality of a person. Second one is having verb. Having verb means what the doer or subject has or possesses. For example, he has a car. It shows the belongings of a person. Now doing verb. Doing verb means that what the doer does. And actually the verbs are doing words, as you learned earlier. All the action words are verbs. So doing verbs are basically action words. Okay children, you can see some examples on your screen that Rohit is a teacher means what Rohit is. He has a car, what he has, and he is playing what he is doing. Now being verb. Being verb means existence. Being verbs are am, is, are, was, were, be, being, being. So what person is, what person was, what person will be. So Rakesh is the owner of this factory means in present what is the identity of Rakesh. Next one, Ashoka was a great king. What was Ashoka? Okay children, now the last one, he will always be good means always he will be good in future. It tells about the future time, not only today, in future also he will be good, about the identity of a person. Now children, having verb. Having verbs are has, have, had, having. It shows the position belongings. We have many friends means the many friends belong to us, and I had a picture book means in past I possess a picture book or the picture book belongs to me. We shall have a peaceful world. It means we are hoping that we possess a peaceful world in future. Okay children. Now doing words. Doing words are action words. Doing verbs are do, does, did, doing, done and all other verbs like play, see, work, etc. The first sentence, he does the work. You can see the action over here. In the second, I did all the given work means action of past you can see in this sentence. He some action is performing whatever the work was given to me. I did it all. Third one, my friend gifted them many books. Again, gifted is a action word. So, all the doing words are action words. Doing verbs are action words. Okay, children. Now, let us recapitulate the topic. What we studied today, we studied about the being verb, having verb and doing verb. Being verb shows the existence or identity of a person, whereas have verb shows the possession or you can say belonging of a person, and doing words are action words. Now this is time for practice. So children, you can see one exercise on your screen. Read the sentences carefully and identify their function. We are waiting for your answer. You can text your answers also. You can send voice messages. If you want, you can write all the answers on a paper and click a pic of that and send it to me.
Of verb. Verbs have been grouped under three categories: verbs, transitive verb, intransitive verbs, and incomplete verb. Transitive verb, where action passes over from the doer or subject to an object. For example, Lata is reading a book. So Lata is doer here and who is receiver? That book is receiver over here. Means whatever the action Lata is performing, book is receiving that action. So if the sentence has object, it means that is transitive verb. Transitive verbs always requires object to make a complete sentence. Without object, the transitive verbs are incomplete. Okay children? And what about the object? How we can identify the object? Object always gives us the answer of what and whom. So we can say what and whom question words are used to identify any object. So children, intransitive verb. Intransitive verbs are the verbs where action stops with the verb. For example, birds fly. Itself, it is a complete sentence. It does not require any object to complete its meaning. Okay, children? So, we can say such sentences give complete meaning without an object. So, intransitive verb does not require any object to complete its meaning. Now, incomplete verb. Such verbs require complement to complete their sense. Like man is. If I say man is, so something is missing over here. You need some word to complete, or to, you can say, to make a meaningful sentence. So if I write man is mortal, is man performing any function? No. Is main verb here, is being verb here, and that word mortal is not receiving any action. So this word mortal is complement. We put this word only to give a meaningful sentence, or you can say only to complete a sentence. So this is complement. Now see the second sentence. She appears. Appears is also not an action word. So if it is not an action word, so happy is complement. This word is here in the sentence only to give complete meaning to the sentence. So this is complement. Okay, children? Uh, so children, let us understand with the help of examples what are transitive verbs, what are intransitive verbs, and what are incomplete verbs. So first sentence, Ravi sang a song. So here Ravi is performing some function. Ravi sang, and song is here a receiver of action. So this is transitive sentence. Wherever you have object, that sentence is transitive. He is healthy. Is being verb here, and as you know that being verb always requires complement to complete its meaning. Now third sentence, the boy laughs. Actually sentence ends with laugh. Loudly is adverb here. Loudly is not an object, so this is intransitive verb. He floated paper boats. Again, we have object in the sentence, that he performed some action, and that action passes on some object. That paper boats are objects. So this is transitive verb. The horse runs, and here the sentence stops with the verb. So this is intransitive verb. Now the last one, his name is Rohan. As you know, this is being verb. Is being verb here, and being verb always needs complement to complete its meaning. So have you understood, children, what are transitive, incomplete, and intransitive verbs? So let us recapitulate what we studied today. We studied about transitive verb, intransitive verb, and incomplete verb. Transitive verbs are the verbs which require object, whereas intransitive verbs are the verb which does not require any object, whereas incomplete verb requires complement to complete its meaning. Now this is time for what? This is time for practice. You can see some sentences on your screen. Read the sentences carefully and identify their kinds. As you know, you have to send your answers. So send your answers quickly. We are waiting for your answers.